With Apple Intelligence for the iPhone getting all the attention, it's easy to overlook all the new features and tools that are available for your Apple Watch in WatchOS 11. Most of the updates come in the form of new health, fitness, and safety tracking tools. There's a new sleep apnea notifications feature, which can indicate signs of moderate to severe sleep apnea when you wear the Watch Series 10, Series 9, or the Ultra 2 to sleep. There's also a new Vitals app, and you can finally pause your activity rings. WatchOS is compatible with any Apple Watch from the Series 6 and later, and the 2nd Gen SE. To try out WatchOS 11.2, you need to have iOS 18 on your iPhone paired to the Apple Watch. To start the installation process, go to Watch, select General, and click on Software Update. Once you've installed the update, these are our favorite features that you should explore. Sleep apnea notifications. The Apple Watch Series 9, Ultra 2, and Series 10 can check for signs of potential sleep apnea, a potentially serious condition where you stop breathing throughout the night. It's estimated that 1 billion people around the world may have the condition. Using the accelerometer, the Apple Watch tracks a new metric called breathing disturbances by monitoring for small movements at your wrist. You'll be able to see this metric in the Health app after each night of sleep, listed either as elevated or not elevated. A notification will be sent if the watch notices consistent signs of sleep apnea. The feature has received clearance from the Food and Drug Administration in the US and will also be available in over 150 countries. Camera remote controlled. One of the sleeper apps on the Apple Watch is the camera remote, which lets you control your iPhone's cameras. A new addition that Apple added in WatchOS 11.2 is the ability to pause video recordings. iOS 18 brought the ability to pause and unpause video recordings on your iPhone, but it's nice to see the feature added to the Apple Watch now too. Change your activity rings. In WatchOS 11, you can finally adjust your activity rings and take a rest day if you're sick. In the Activity app, tap on the 3 rings and then tap Pause Rings. You can pause for the day, week, or month, or you can set a custom target. Another great new option is being able to change your goals for each ring: move, exercise, and stand. If you know that a 30-minute exercise goal isn't right for you, that can be adjusted up or down. Individual days of the week can also be adjusted. Go to the calendar icon at the top right, then press Schedule and adjust accordingly. I know my Tuesdays are usually pretty low on workouts as I'm in the office, so I set that target to be lower, then up my weekend goals as I'm out and about a lot more. The Vitals app tracks your health overnight. When you wear the Apple Watch to track sleep, it's also recording other key metrics like heart rate, respiratory rate, and wrist temperature. The Vitals app surfaces these metrics in the morning so you can see them on your wrist rather than pulling out the Health app to dig into the menus. Use the screen or the crown to scroll through the metrics. One helpful view is the past 7 days view, which tells you if any of your vitals fall outside of your range of normal and highlights it in pink. You'll also get notification on your wrist if 2 or more vitals are off. Training load helps you keep an eye on your workouts. Training load is a way to measure the intensity of your workout routine so you can keep on track if you're working towards a marathon or the like, or want to avoid overtraining. Open the Activity app and find a new icon in the top right. Tap the chart symbol and the white line shows your 28-day weighted average of activity with your past 7 days compared against it. You can scroll the digital crown to go back through your last week's workout. It will be categorized as anything from well above to well below your average, and each gets an effort rating. Compatible cardio workouts like walks, runs, hikes, and rowing will get an effort rating out of 10. The Apple Watch calculates this based on data like height, weight, and age, plus calorimetry data from your workout like GPS and heart rate. You can adjust this effort rating if you think it really doesn't affect your workout. Say you're overly tired from a late night and pushed to do a run, but it was slower than usual, you can change the effort rating to more accurately reflect how you felt. Tap the effort rating to bring up a chart and turn the crown to move the rating. A nice perk if you have an Apple Watch Ultra or Ultra 2 is that you can see your vitals and training load data on the modular Ultra face by customizing the side bezel compilation. Check in with your Apple Watch for safety. There's a new safety tool on the Apple Watch called Check In with WatchOS 11. It works both from the Workout app and from the Messages app. Similar to how check-in functions in iOS 17, you open the Messages app and choose the plus icon to find check-in. Here, you can adjust it to check in with a friend or family member based on a period of time or when you arrive at a set destination. During a workout, swipe right and tap check-in. It will automatically text your selected contact when you finish your workout. If the Apple Watch notices you're you're not progressing as expected, your speed increases dramatically, or if your heart rate goes down close to your resting during an intense workout, it will prompt you to respond. Otherwise, it'll share your location with either limited or full data based on your selection with your contact. Once you start a check-in, this also starts a live activity on the watch that shows up in the Smart Stack. Like on iOS 17, check-in only works if your recipient is also running iOS 17 or later, and it won't work for other contacts who aren't using iMessage. The redesigned Photos watch face. WatchOS 11 doesn't have any new watch faces per se, but the Photos face gets more functionality. Pull out your iPhone and go into the Watch app where you can choose people, pets, nature, or city photos to highlight on your wrist. In the background, your phone rates the best photos on composition and facial expressions to highlight what it thinks are the top images to show on your watch face. You can even go one step further and change the size and font of the time, plus background colors on your images to make the watch face more personal. Remote app gets even more tools. I use the Remote app on the Apple Watch more than I care to admit, and it has even more controls in WatchOS 11. Open the Remote app, then tap the three dots at the top right. Here, you can mute and unmute your connected Apple TV, turn on captions, or even power off your connected device with one tap. Translate app. The Translate app is now on the Apple Watch. Just speak your phrase and choose the target language, and the Apple Watch plays back the translation. In the settings, you can change the speed to make playback slower or faster. Plus, you can download 20 different language packs, so it'll work even if you don't have the paired iPhone with you. A few of our other favorite features of WatchOS 11 include extra tools to help track pregnancy in the Health app. Live activities now appear in the Smart Stack, like if you call a car or snooze an alarm. Offline mapping in Apple Maps now lets you get turn-by-turn navigation for hikes and voice guidance. iMessage tapbacks have a different look, which is a nice subtle change. Tides app to keep track of water conditions, and Double Tap now lets you navigate through any app, messages, weather, or basically anything else in 2 pinches. Since you need to download iOS 18 to try out WatchOS 11, you might as well explore some of its new features too.